So today's Motivation Monday might seem a little bit half-assed, and that's because it is. Because I woke up today, Sunday today, with like the worst migraine that I've had in a really long time, and I've been sleeping like literally all day long, and it's 11:30 p.m. right now, and I don't even know where my body clock is, and so I'm just gonna do this video for you, and I hope you enjoy it for what it is. And I did put a turkey up for Thanksgiving, so there's that. Happy Monday! Yay. Hello friends, and welcome to another Motivation Monday. I am Shanny and I'm recovering from an eating disorder. Hi Shanny, hi! And I am here to motivate you today on this beautiful Monday when I'm dressed all in black, because that's what you wear when it's a beautiful Monday. So today, I thought, since I've been feeling so sick today, I thought that I would reflect a little bit on the event that I was on the panel for yesterday, Saturday, which is 2 days ago for you, but yesterday you saw the vlog for the thing, so it was yesterday for you, even though you saw it on Sunday, but it was Saturday. I thought I'd reflect on the a reason to stand conference thing that I was on the panel for, because there was a lot of things behind the scenes that I wanted to share with you that I didn't share with you because it was already such a long vlog, and so there were so many thoughts I wanted to share with you on the day and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to do today, and I'm choosing to do this today on Motivation Monday because to first of all motivate me and remind me of how wonderful of a day it was, and also to motivate you and show you how brave I was, and to tell you the things that helped me through one of the hardest and the best days of my whole life. So that's what we're gonna do today. So let's get into it. So the day started rough. I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep for like 2 days before the event. I was so tired, I couldn't sleep. So I ended up finally getting to sleep at like, I don't know, 9 o'clock in the morning, and I was supposed to get up at 10 o'clock because I wanted to curl my hair and everything. 10 o'clock rolled around and Danny tried to wake me up, and I'm like, no, I just need to sleep. I'm so tired, I need to sleep. I'm not gonna be able to do this if I don't sleep at all. So I ended up sleeping really late, so I didn't curl my hair or anything, and I didn't wear the dress that I wanted to wear. Like I fell back on wearing my dress that I've always worn to every single thing I've ever done over the past 5 years, because it's my comfortable dress and it's my safe dress. And I bought 3 new dresses and I didn't wear any of them because I wasn't comfortable, and I didn't dare to step out of my comfort zone, and I already felt ugly and I already felt gross because I didn't get to curl my hair, and I didn't have a lot of time to put on pretty makeup, and I didn't blah 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 blah, and we were running late, and I really wanted to get there to be there for the prayer with all the ladies that are going to be either speaking or on the panel. She likes to do a prayer before the event starts. So I was like, that was the most important thing to me, was to get there for that. So I didn't, like I literally did my makeup in the car, so it looked horrible, and I just was feeling gross and ugly and self-conscious and big and gross and blah. So we get there, we couldn't find the place. We finally found the place. Alicia took me in, and we went upstairs to say the prayer with the ladies, and Ashley started saying the prayer, and I just got this like overwhelming feeling of peace and calm, and which happens a lot for me spiritually when I'm involved in something spiritual. Yeah, like when I'm involved, I mean, you guys know I don't pray for myself a lot, ever. I've started to a little bit recently, but still not much. It's hard for me to pray for myself. I don't know why still. We're still trying to figure that out, but I've been trying. But I haven't been doing very good at it. Anyway, so I don't really involve myself in a lot of that kind of like praying for me, praying for myself. Like Danny prays for me all the time. When we say prayers together, he's the one that says the prayer or whatever. So the prayer was really good. It really just like calmed me down, and I just started crying. I just started bawling. Ashley was the one that said the prayer, and she started crying, and so then I just lost it and started crying. The prayer was over, and we were waiting to go down and start the event, and I was upstairs still. The event was downstairs. I was still upstairs, and I was like praying and wishing and hoping that my family could come, and that like I knew that my mom couldn't come because she was out of town. I knew that my sister Liz might come. She said she might come. So I was hoping she would. I didn't know if my other sisters would come. I didn't know if I didn't know if anybody would come. I didn't know if I didn't know. I mean, like, I didn't make a huge deal about it on Facebook or anything. I talked about it a lot on my channel and Instagram, but I didn't really like make a huge deal of it. So I didn't really like totally expect my family to come, but secretly I hoped they would. But I just remember feeling like, oh man, I wish I had just one family member here besides Danny, because Danny's wonderful and I love him, and I love Paul. Paul was there, he was the cameraman, so he was there, and he was also there to support me, which was awesome. But I just remember thinking I wish I had like a female family member there with me that would understand this whole process and this whole event and why I'm so nervous to get up and speak in front of a bunch of women. And then so we're waiting to go down there, and lo and behold, comes up the stairs around the corner a friend of mine that is my sister Liz, who was supposed to come. It's her best friend that I met, I don't know, 6 years ago, maybe 6 or 7 years ago. And I love this woman. Her name is Kristin. And you guys have met her once, I believe, in the Halloween vlog from 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, 3 years ago. She was in that vlog, and I love her so much. She's like a sister to me. And she just comes up around the corner and she's like, oh, Shanny, and I'm like, Kristin! And I just go right up to her and I hugged her and I started crying. And I was like, you have no, she's like, I was planning on coming to this event, and then I saw that you were on the panel, and so then I decided to for sure come because you were on it, and I had no idea she was coming. So I just held her and I just started crying, and I don't cry a lot, you guys know that. And I just started crying, and I told her, I'm so nervous, I'm so fat, I'm so ugly, I'm so stupid, I'm hearing, you know, all these other women's stories that are so horrific, and my story is nothing compared to theirs. And she's like, girl, everybody has a story. Everybody has something to share and something to get out of it. And even if your story was nothing, which is not, your story is something huge. Even if it was nothing, it's your story, and you need to tell it for you, and you need to get it out for your healing. And you need to share what you've been through, because who knows if there's one person in that audience that you're supposed to touch or whatever. So anyway, so Kristin came, and that, I cannot even tell you, she was my angel that day. Like, I'm getting chills right now because she absolutely saved me that day. I don't know what I would have done if she wasn't there that day, because we had to wait about 4 hours before we actually did our part. The event was like 5 hours long, and we didn't do our part until about 4 hours, 45 minutes in. About 5 hours in is not until we went on. So like, we watched a few speakers. We watched Ashley and the Freckled Fox, which I mentioned yesterday, and Dawn from Meet the Mormons, and they all spoke for a really long time, and we had like a break, and we had some musical numbers, which you guys saw a little bit of. And then after the break, is after one more speaker, that's when we went on. So when it was time for the break, my back was killing me, my body was killing me, because I don't do well sitting on like a hard chair for that long, or standing, or doing anything other than, I either have to be moving constantly or I have to be laying down. You guys know this, I've talked about this. If I'm sitting in one like small hard chair, or if I'm standing, I will pass out, or I will start to hurt really badly if I can't like move around, or if I can't lay down. You guys know my health problems, we don't need to get into that. But anyway, so I just remember getting up and like going to the bathroom and being excited to pee, because like I had to pee so bad, and I go to the bathroom and I finally get in there. The line was so long, and I finally get in there, and lo and behold, out comes a nice, glorious urinary tract infection. A nice little UTI decides to pop up right before I'm supposed to go on stage and say something motivational to these people. And if you guys know me, what you do when I get a UTI, it's like, get out of my face, because it hurts, it burns, I can't think clearly, I can't see straight, I am in so much pain, and that's all that I'm thinking of. So I'm in the bathroom, hurting like hell, and there is a line of women, of like 50 women behind me waiting to go to the bathroom, so I can't like sit in there and just let it leak out, which is what I would normally do, is like just let the pee keep leaking out, because that's one of the things I would do. So I hurried and wiped and went out there and like was just like hoping, like, just go away, please go away. So it's still breaking. I go to get some food and some water, and I'm getting some snacks and water, and the UTI just hits me even harder. It keeps getting worse and worse and worse, and I just looked at Danny and I was crying. I was crying. I'm like, Danny, are you joking me right now? After 4 hours of sitting here, 3 hours of sitting here, now I'm getting a UTI and I'm not gonna be able to go on because my pee's gonna be leaking the whole time. I'm gonna be in so much pain, I won't be able to think. And I'm like, ugh. And so I'm like, let me just go to the bathroom one more time. So I waited till the line died down. I went to the bathroom, sat down on the toilet, let some more pee leak out. And while I was on the toilet, I kid you not, this is so weird, but it's true. While I was on the toilet, I closed my eyes and I was like, Heavenly Father, dude, listen, bro, I don't ask you for a lot for myself. And I'm working on that, and I'm sorry I don't, but I'm gonna ask you right now. I need your help right now. I have never, ever been able to heal one of these bladder infections, because I get these at least once a week because of my interstitial cystitis. I get these all the time. And I'm like, I've never been able to heal these without medication or sitting on the toilet for hours at a time or doing other things to help it. I've never been able to do that. And so you're going to have to do that for me. And I'm not joking. And I was mad. I was like, I have spent so many countless nights of not sleeping and crying and being nervous and diarrhea constantly from being nervous and not being able to eat and losing a ton of weight, which has triggered my eating disorder more. And I've been stressing about what to say and what I can fit into my little minute speech that I'm supposed to give and everything, and stepping completely out of my comfort zones. I need you to step in, and I need you to get rid of this UTI for me, and I need you to help me to get up there and say what it is that I'm supposed to say to help myself and to help other people. And I was like mad. I'm like yelling at him in my head in the bathroom on the toilet. And I wipe my butt again, and I wash my hands, and I go out there, and the lady that is right before I'm supposed to go on, she's speaking. And so I'm kind of like backstage, kind of like, so no one could see me. Like I kind of went to an area where nobody could see me, and I'm just sitting back there and waiting to go for it to be our turn to go on. And while I was back there, all of a sudden I felt this huge like wave of, what is the word? Kind of like euphoria, kind of like when they give you morphine at the hospital. That's horrible. I hate to say that comes from God, but kind of like when they give you more, like that feeling of euphoria, like when you're high on morphine, like run from the top of my head all the way down to my toes. And it was like every ounce of pain, from my head to my back pain, my spasms I was having, to my hip pain that I was having, to my UTI, down to my toes. Every little bit of pain just was lifted and it was gone. And then I look over to my right and I see Kristin, that girl, come back to that where I was backstage, comes back, and then Paul comes back, and then Alicia comes back. Danny didn't, but those three did. And each one of them took about 5 minutes with me and happened to just say what they needed to say to me that would help me to prepare me to go on and say what I needed to say. They each said and did what I needed. Paul gave me the hug I needed, and Alicia said the motivation that I needed, and Kristin shared some really personal things with me that I needed to hear in order to be brave enough to go out there and say what I said. So it was like so beautiful and wonderful, and it was really special. So I went out there, I gave my speech. If you missed it, I'm gonna show it to you again right now. So here it is, and then I'll give you some closing thoughts.
Hello, my name is Shanny. My name is Shanny. I am a survivor of childhood abuse. I was, what? You want me to stand up?
Yeah. Sorry, I met her last night, so I can totally do that.
Oh, okay, yes. I was sexually abused. He was also very physically and mentally and spiritually and emotionally, and all of the abuse that happened, and I make up words a lot. So, very abused by him, and I developed an eating disorder at 5 years old, and I've never known how to eat correctly. I've never had a good relationship with food. I spent my whole life, and I'm still going through it, trying to deal with my eating issues. And about 3 years ago, I had this feeling from Heavenly Father, which is odd. I don't ever get feelings from the Spirit or Heavenly Father or anything, to start a YouTube channel. And I'm like, why? Okay, I'll do that. So I started a YouTube channel, and I shared my story. I took everybody through my journey of losing all of my teeth. These are dentures. I lost them at 32 years old. I lost my health. I lost relationships. I lost the ability to have children. And I guess I just feel like my mission in life is to warn as many people as I can, especially as many young people. I wish I would have had somebody back then to tell me what eating disorders can do to you. And they're so misunderstood, and I want everybody in the world to understand that they're a disease and it's not something that you should be ashamed of. And so many people go through it, and it's often linked to mental problems, which is what I have as well, and sometimes it's circumstantial, which I also have as well. And by doing my YouTube channel, I've been able to reach so many people around the world, and they've shared their stories with me, and I get inspired and supported every second of every day. I get hundreds of thousands of emails and comments of support, and I know why now that I was supposed to do this, because I have so many young girls out there telling me that I did save their life, and I did inspire them to tell their parents or to tell a counselor or whatever it is for them. So that's kind of my journey in life. And at the end of all of my YouTube videos, I always say this, and I'll end with it, which is, you are beautiful, you are worth it, and I am too.
Okay, I guess I get to stand up too. And can I just say, Shanny has 65,000 followers on YouTube.
I really wish we could have had more time. I really did want to answer some more questions, but now I know, you guys. Now I know that I'm able to do it. Now I know that it wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. And like I said in yesterday's video, when I got up there to speak, I was so nervous, and I don't remember anything I said, but I do remember at one point feeling so calm and feeling like it was so right that I was there. And then having so many people come up to me afterwards and thanking me and telling me, asking me where they can find me and how, and can I share you with my friend? My friend needs to hear your message, and my friend needs help with this, and can I contact you? Can I work with you? Can I come and collab with you? Can I, like, all of these doors were opened. And then the other thing that I wanted to share that I didn't get to share with you yesterday was that, and this goes along with what Kristin was telling me before, which was that I was telling her, my story, there's no worth in my story compared to these people. These people have been through horrendous things. Ashley's husband was murdered by the man of the wife that he was having an affair with. And she found out at the same moment that her husband was both cheating on her and that he was murdered. And we've got the freckled fox who had a beautiful, loving marriage with a perfect man who was diagnosed with cancer, and they had tons of kids together. And she talked about the pain of having to go through saying goodbye to him and letting him go, and taking her children through that and being strong through that. And we talked to Dawn, we talked to so many stories, and I just, you know, telling Kristin that, like, how can I tell my story compared to their stories? Like, that is insane. Cannot even imagine going through what they went through. Like, how can I even tell my story compared to theirs? Like, that's impossible. I can't even imagine, you know? But after the event, a lady came up to me. She pulls me aside from everybody. She like pulls me into a corner. She said, I just want you to know that I cannot imagine going through what you went through. And if I were in your situation, I don't think I would have survived. And I was like, oh. Because we all have our own levels. We all have our own strengths and our own weaknesses. And sometimes we don't think we could survive something, but then we can. And sometimes we just have to try our hardest, which is always. We always just have to try our best. And I think every single one of us is stronger than we think we are. And so, I don't know, it just was such an eye-opening experience, and I met so many people, and I came in contact with so many people that are going to help me in my journey and help my channel grow and help me to someday do, hopefully, what Ashley did, which is to put these conferences together where I can put these together and invite other inspiring people to come and speak and share their hard stories and show that they got through it and that they're still fighting every single day, and to show that they're not victims but they're survivors, and to show that they're not struggling but that they're fighting, because there's a big difference. And that's what my mindset is now, is that I'm not a victim, I'm a survivor, and I'm not struggling, I'm fighting. And I'm going to keep on fighting no matter the ups and downs that I have, and you can too, and you're gonna do it with me, and we're both gonna do it together. And this is a beautiful thing that we have, and this is something that I've been waiting to get back for a while now, and now I have it back. And I have this like fire inside of me, and I'm grateful to have it back, and I'm grateful that you guys are on board with me again. And so let's do this again, guys. Let's start again and get this going. I had it going for a while, and then I fell hard. I fell really hard. And now I feel like I'm picking up the pieces again, and I'm still really struggling, but I'm fighting. And I can do it, and you can do it. So I have a headache. I'm gonna try and go back to sleep. I don't know where my body clock is right now, but I have a very big headache. So yeah, so thanks for watching this, you guys, and look forward to Alicia's next video. I'm gonna make her put her individual speech in her next video too. So in case you missed that on my video, you can see her speech that she did, because she did a great job too. Everybody did. I love all the women on the panel. I'm excited to get to know a lot of them better, and it was amazing. So yeah, so guys, remember, we're all in this together. Keep trying your hardest. Don't give up on your No Novembers. I'm not giving up. You shouldn't give up. Let's all keep trying every single day. I believe in you. I believe in me. And I know we can do this together. And I love you guys. And I'll see you tomorrow for another video. So remember forever and always that you are beautiful. You are worth it. And I am too. Thanks for watching. Bye.